the gobos. Okay. So since I have 6 go, are you taking a picture of?
So it's been a rough one. I left early on Friday and I just didn't think a lot of it. But I don't know if that beeping was.
It's my watch.
Okay, turn it off next time. I didn't think much of it, but I was doing the chairs outside because
Oh!
I care about the floors and I care about this shop and I love this place, but I left and I said...
You know what's funny? Is I remember Kara like specifically saying like, it's gonna rain, bring the chairs in.
I sent Eli a text and I said, can you bring the chairs in? And he said, what, under the roof or under inside? And I said, anywhere where they can't get wet. Anyway, today we're gonna be focusing on not only revenge, but fixing the chairs because it looks like they got wet. F you, Eli.
What do you want to say?
So she didn't even text me that till right before the show started. So I wasn't able to move them until the show ended. And I don't know if it rained in between that time.
Probably did.
But when I got out there, before I moved them in, they were already under the roof. And then I had to go back for the show. And then as I went back out there, I moved them into the inside.
So UM?
UM.
You know, it's like, I called her a slut and then everybody...
Why is it in a garbage?
Somebody put it in a garbage. Oh. Hey, you want to move these chairs? Oh, please? What are you doing?
Grabbing a bandstand.
Oh, you know what? I need to get some of those at Home Depot.
Emily, what are you doing?
So today we're working on mostly just chairs. And I'm pretty pissed about it. You know why. You heard about it. But this chair is a little... When is that going to get cleaned up? Do we know?
No.
Where does that go? That had a place at one point because I used to be able to walk here. I helped pour that concrete, I think. Sorry. I got
What show is this chair for?
So it's for Cinderella. I read the script for the first time last night and it literally sucks ass. Literally, it's like 4 pages long, essentially. It was really boring. And then the props, Miss Knight was hounding me for the props and I was like, what does she need? Like, first of all, she doesn't need a props list right now. And then I looked at the props list she posted and it was like so extensive. And I was like, this has what I have and more. I don't understand what she needed my prop list for. Because it looks like she got it figured out herself. She knows what she wants. So I'm just gonna have to send her an email and be like, okay, bitch, like what did you expect? You know what you want. Like, you know who you are. I know you. But like, go ahead, act polite. Act polite. Like, I get it. It's like common decency. Cool.
Oh no, we left our stuff out.
So basically, what just happened was we got in trouble because of the whole leaving. We left all of our stuff outside and it rained and we got in trouble. Not in trouble, but like in trouble.
Someone's pissed as hell, and I'm gonna be frank, it's me.
What was I doing? I need to do. Wait.
So what we had to do for this chair was we had to paint it gold. We had to paint it green, and then we had to paint it gold, and then we covered it with this fun gold leaf. And it was really satisfying.
Look at this. What is this? This might be a little far-fetched, but I think we need new paintbrushes.
We've been soaking in here all weekend, so now we need to rinse them out. So sometimes our sink talks to us.
That's important.
Where are we going?
Let's get the kettle. Mix it in the room.
So.
Should I save it? Get out of the water, buddy. You're gonna drown. Oh, it's called a good deed. staplers. They should just be in the tool room.
I know, that's what I said. And then she was like, well, nope. And I was like, cool, I guess.
Oh, also ask Cooper. I already asked him.
What we're doing is because Emily forgot everything that we were doing today. We have to walk all the way back to the room, which is so conveniently far from our performance spaces.
Literally? Can you stop saying the N-word? Lily has an issue where he just says slurs left and right. He loves saying the F slur, he loves saying the N-word. You can ask some of the alumni about it. They have more than enough experience on it. It's honestly awful. Like, I can't believe you do that. Okay, don't get that close because, like, that's not very flattering.
Emily wants to talk about Cooper because we think that's important to talk about.
He's very hot. He carries everything with such a grace that I just can't. He's
That
a
you just,
bit
like,
of a
can't stand.
misfit. And, like, I love it. I just hear a lot of good things about that guy all the time. Usually only from him.
Oh my god, when he ties those knots.
Oh God, if I can get a rope, I can do a really good impersonation. These videos, and you wonder kind of like my stature. I am 6 feet tall. Oh, I was looking for a rope.
Yeah, no, I think I have one. I don't think that's a good idea.
So imagine I just. Done. So imagine that, but like timed and in a competition. You will be wowed. You will have a boner.
It's actually very impressive in person. Oh.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, that was a fun little adventure.
It was like funny bit. Emily has bipolar, right?
That was a bit.
Anyway, so that was going on, and I went to my therapist and I was like explaining to her how I was doing, and she was like, "That sounds like mania. Like that sounds like you are bipolar and you're going through a manic phase." And I said, "No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not bipolar." And she just kind of laughed at me a little bit. So anyway, at least it's not cancer. You know, my dad had bipolar. I haven't seen him for a very long time. My grandma thinks he has borderline personality disorder. Which I read a book about that. Was I looking? Oh, where were we with this?
But what?
Okay. Overwhelmed with the steps of things that I have to do. Somebody could just set it up for me, and I can just get going on the part that I want to do. Don't touch it.
Oh, so what we're doing is we're dyeing these chairs. We're re-dyeing these chairs because, as you know, Emily left them out in the rain and they got ruined.
I thought somebody was gonna bring them in because I asked them to.
What?
I texted Cher and I said, "Can you bring the chairs in?" And Cher said, "Do you mean inside or like?" Oh my God! Hi, Brittany. Where's the light?
I don't think there's a light.
There's literally, you asshole. There's a light.
I've never seen that like actually turn on.
I've seen it on like the other day.
Do you have to pull it, or is that gonna fall on me?
Don't pull it. Is that it?
No, I really don't think there's a light in
No,
here.
there was. I saw it on the other day. I swear to God.
That light up there that looks like a prop light, you saw that turned on the other day?
I did. So, I'm going off of Ritalin, as you can tell. And, they were like, "What the hell is happening?" And that's what they said. And they were like, "Emily, just recognize distractions earlier in what you're doing. Just, like, recognize that you're easily distracted. And that way you won't need as much Ritalin." But the problem is that only goes so far for me.
So it wasn't the prop light that you saw turned on. It was these lights, right?
Yeah, no need to be an asshole.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Whoa. What the fuck is that? Who used to come in here to smoke weed?
People literally came in here to do cocaine and they went up there.
They did? They did coke?
They did coke and then there was like they like had sex up there and stuff. I don't fucking know, but it was like pre-us time. We were probably like
Leah.
so
I
people,
never
yeah.
did coke in this school.
Emily's gonna explain to you how to properly put out a tarp.
Can you cut, Are you filming?
Yeah.
Because I can't do this. One day? I'm not in the mood for this. You know what? Tomorrow, I'm gonna be seeing King Lear, which I haven't done a single thing for, and why I hate it.
Are you going to see King Lear with anybody in particular?
With you. Wait, what?
No, these are chairs for the Manor House scene in Cinderella, an upcoming production that Spot is putting on, and judges are coming to put us up for best scenery. So we got these chairs. Yeah, they literally come every year.
Oh my god, it looks like shit.
Yeah, no, they literally come every year, and like, you know how they judge the actors?
Yeah.
They always judge tech too.
Oh shit.
So like,
I really have been lacking.
so yours truly could possibly get nominated for best lighting for Into the Woods. I'm not gonna get nominated. Literally, if I could go back and do that show over again, I would.
Okay, well, here's the thing with Into the Woods. Did we get nominated?
We don't know yet. They haven't watched all the other high school.
I don't think it's as big as last year though.
I think that Avi will get nominated for sure.
Oh, of course.
Well, here's the thing. She's up for supporting actress. She Mara? No, Mara stays
Mara
alive.
lives.
Avi dies.
I got mixed up.
But she died so good.
She died so good she won an award.
She should win an award for it.
Why?
Oh.
I had a dream, and I think you were in it.
He's like really weird.
I don't know. I had a reoccurring dream where I saved Zion Perry from drowning.
Wow.
The dream was really scary. So it's pretty much I'm walking through a beach and I'm barefoot in a fight with Aiden, and I was talking to Aiden, and Aiden started beating the shit out of me. And then all of a sudden, I was at the beach and I was barefoot and I was my toe hurts, and I was walking in the sand, and it felt like I was like walking through the cornstarch, like I was like stuck. And then I saw like this figure, and its back was turned to me, and I went, "How do I say hi to you?" I went, "Hey you, turn around. What you up to?" And he said, "I'm not turning around. Look over there." And I look, and it's Zion's drowning. And so I go out there, and I check my dream dictionary. It means a lot, but I never get to see what the guy means. Pretty intense dream, so I just thought I'd tell you about it. But I got it like last week a lot. Maybe there's correlation with the new moon. Okay, good. Thank you. When I was getting those Lisa Frank stickers, I was like squatting. Are you filming? But I was squatting in the aisle of like the coloring section of like the Dollar General, and this old bearded man came up behind me and started looking at the coloring books too. And I said, "There's no reason you should be looking at the coloring books while being this close to me. I feel threatened," and I left.
You said that, like, actually?
No, I thought that, and I told my mom about it.
So we're gonna take a little break from dyeing the chairs because now we're gonna start gold leafing the chair. It's really satisfying, and here's how you do it. Oh.
Ew. Little shit. What is this? Is this wet?
It's fine. I think that's the one we were. Oh no, that's the one.
That's the one. My hands been shit forever now.
No, mine still does.
This is why nobody loves me. This is why.
So you lather the glue all over the already painted gold chair, let that dry for a little bit, and then you put gold leaf on it like this, so it'll actually be like gold and shiny, and it's really satisfying. Like, just tap it in there. Get the paintbrush and you tap it in there.
This paintbrush smells like literal ass. Why can't we clean anything?
This is also for SLSPA's and SLSPA's majestic upcoming production of Cinderella that all of you should get tickets for on showticksforyou.com. The show runs.
Done.
So here at Spot, all of tech loves each individual show that they work on so much that we take much pride in our work here. In a very lunch. Yeah. So that noise that you heard was the bell for us to go to lunch. Is it going? So this is that. So that bell you heard that means it's lunch for us techies. So this is what we do at lunch.
Green cam. Is that all you have to say?
Uh-huh.
So my favorite thing about lunch is we very rarely have anything to do. We sit in the hallway or we sit back in the tech room where sometimes I'll play Minecraft. But today, Minecraft wasn't the vibe.
So Emily left us because she's a total bitch. So now what we're working on, this is
Oh, because it's
is
fucked
Ivy.
up. Go away.
You want to tell us what we're working on right here?
Studio flats. And then they're for Cinderella in a show.
You mean that this is all for Cinderella right here?
Yeah.
Who's the lighting designer for that show? Do you have an assistant lighting designer by chance?
Don't need it, but I do.
So that's happening. Don't know what they're doing. That's so. Huh? Oh, I actually have to do stuff now. So fun fact about Ivy, she goes on Pinterest. I don't think that's Pinterest, but she still does. So this is so interesting. So what Miss Ivy did right here was she got on this really tall ladder all the way up there, and she hung those little those little lights right there? She hung those all by herself. And by all by herself, I mean with her boyfriend. They're dating. She's dating Eli Carrillo. She's dating.
That's not how you say his last name.
It's no one knows how to say his last name right, but it's okay.
Carrillo.
That just sounds wrong in
That
every
is
way.
wrong.
I know. It's
Eli, what's your position for Cinderella?
I'm a deck manager and I'm also assisting with set design.
Oh, I think they need help.
But I can see if it's flush on that side. Dumbass.
Brittany, you can't swear.
What?
You can't swear in the vlogs. You can't swear. Brittany.